It is Tuesday, March 19th, 2026. And why is it whenever I make a promise or make some sort of announcement that I am going to be doing something or that yes, I will do this, I immediately, not even immediately, it's just like the next day I lose not just all motivation, I lose all willpower and brain power to actually complete said task. And by proxy, I cannot complete any task because the promised task is not complete yet. But then whenever I actually sit down to work on promised task, it's like I've been lobotomized. Oh my god, it's not like I only make promises right when I'm about to hit burnout on anything. This happens so often with me to the point where I genuinely think I am allergic to giving my word. Which is a bad thing to have. Like, the second I give my word on something, I or try to make any sort of here's the scary word, commitment to a thing, I lose all ability to do said thing. Like, it's only been 9 days, which is not that long, like a week and a bit, since I made a video talking about a new video series that I had been thinking about doing. I hadn't started working on it because I hadn't made my disclaimer video where I would explain the rules and everything. It would be like a fun little thing where I can show off all the sprites that I made for that video and would help me get back into video making. But then I pushed off making that disclaimer video because I'm like, am I even gonna work on this series? Because I haven't started working on the actual series of comparing the movies and books. But then I hadn't started working on my video series where I was comparing the movies and books because I didn't know what the format for the video was. So I kept starting and restarting that video. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just make the disclaimer video so that I'll have to work on these video series in a timely fashion because now I gave my word. I promised people. They're expecting it. I don't want to be a liar. But then now that I've actually posted that video and I have to work on the next video, I'm completely mentally incapable of doing anything now. Now that might be because of just bad timing. Like, it's around this time of year where I get a mini seasonal depression because it's too hot for like sweater weather and warm enough to do yard work, but it's still too cold to actually plant anything. So the only yard work I'd be doing is just shoveling shit and pulling weeds, which is the worst type of yard work for me. I hate doing that. I prefer gardening, but again, it's too cold for the garden, but it's too hot to ignore the fact that, you know, things need to be done outside. So I do get a little bit of a seasonal depression around May, April, May, and then June is a little bit better because gardening officially starts. But then summer immediately is around the corner, and then July is fun because Art Fight, which I'm kind of just waiting for Art Fight to start. But then it's like, okay, what do I do in the meantime? and I have completely drawn a blank. Which is not fun, because usually I have way too much things to do. I have way too many things to do. And I just gotta pick a thing to do. And now it's like, I know what I need to be doing because I've finished my comic pages. I'm just posting them now. They're ready to go. I've worked ahead. I've got a backlog. I just need to script this Holes video. And then I need to draw, and then edit, and then reform, and, you know, like, get all the clips ready and figure out what I'm going to be doing. But every time, like I said, I sit down to do it, I just don't know what I'm doing. And it's not like I don't know where to start. It's like I genuinely have zero ideas or clue on what I'm going to be talking about. And I feel like I'm just spinning my wheels. And this only happens, and what's really tripping me up about it is because I promised. I made a promise. So now I have to do it. But now, because I have to do it, and I said it was going to be a whole series, it needs to, like, live up to the hype that no one is hyping it for. You know? It has to live up to expectations. Whose expectations? Mine, I guess. But then again, I always expect more from me, but then when I don't live up to my immediate and lofty expectations, and just literally bleed myself dry over a project, and it gets to the point where I'm, you know what, fuck it, just get it out, just throw something together and get it out there. There you go. And then guess what? It's shit. If you have to force it, it's probably shit. Me making this video is also forcing it, because I just feel, not like I have nothing going on, but I feel like it's literally stuck. Because usually I have a monologue or some sort of internal dialogue going on in my thoughts. And when I sit quietly, I can hear it more clearly. But now when I sit quietly, I hear nothing. Literally nothing. Which never happens to me. I feel like I've accidentally taken ADHD medication, even though I'm not. Even though I haven't. Even if I did take ADHD medication, it would turn me into a zombie, because I do have it. So that's where I'm at. And I thought I'd record a little audio talking about what's going on, because I'm so... Who knows, maybe the second I make this video and hit post, I'll have locked in because I've gotten it off my chest. I don't know, man. I think it's because I spent so long just thinking about the project. Spending a lot of time just thinking about it. My brain somehow confused that the thinking about it as part of the working on it process. Which is not true at all, but it happens so much in my mind. If I spend too much time thinking about something without doing anything, my brain seems to think that thinking about it is working on it, when that is just not true. I'm just repeating myself. So, I realized what I should have done. What I should have done for this series is that I worked on the disclaimer video, got at least 3 different strips or formats going, so that I at least have a backlog, and have had the first episode done and ready to go, and then slowly started releasing the videos so that it was at least had a little bit of a backlog and was ahead of schedule, so that I had at least something to show for it. Because I haven't even been streaming, like, for the past week. Well, granted, some other things had come up, and which why I wouldn't be streaming, and I was sick all weekend. Like, I was really sick this weekend. Which probably has everything to do with me feeling like I'm a brain-dead zombie. But also my perfectionism is telling me that I have no excuse to be a brain-dead zombie. Like, sickness, through sickness and in health, you will create, goddammit. It's like, I literally have... half my arm is missing. Suck it up, Buttercup. You promised your... You made an imaginary promise to your audience that, you know, that they need a video and that you owe them a video. You owe them entertainment. Be funny, funny man. Dance, monkey, dance. Just a little capuchin with a fez on a wheel holding out a cup. Even though that's literally not what is happening, but that's just the mental image that I have. So I have the mentality of someone who is like that, even though I have nothing to show for it. Oh, God, I hate being mentally ill. This isn't fun. I would give anything to not be like this. Anyone who says people fake mental illness for attention obviously has never actually been mentally ill. Like, fuck you for saying that, because... God, I would give anything to just be normal. But then again, if I was normal... Who would care? Anyway, I might post this video and then immediately unlist it because whatever, but... Who cares at this point? Connection through creation. Just make the thing... Make shitty art just because. At least it's something. I don't know.